Welcome back to Through the Oculus. I'm Heather Allman, broadcasting from Pensacola, Florida.
And I'm Tyme Ferris, coming at you from Boonville, New York. We're your hosts, and we're two people passionate about peeling back the layers of one plant to see what's really shaping the industry, the culture, and the future.
Our podcast strives to explore every dimension of cannabis: the plant, culture, commerce, community, consumption, and more. Just like our tagline promises, Through the Oculus encompasses and amplifies every angle, every voice, one plant.
Each episode, we sit down with voices from across the spectrum to take a deeper look through their lens and their perspective. This is not just a conversation, it's a portal into the past, present, and potential of cannabis.
Join us as we go beyond the buzzwords, inside the culture, through the Oculus. Are you ready? Let's step through the Oculus where cannabis comes into focus. Welcome back to Through the Oculus. Today we're talking about passion, platform, purpose, and possibility. And we're doing it with someone who's only 10 years old and already is thinking about impact. It is a conversation that we've been looking forward to having. We're sitting down today with King Moore, who we have here, and welcome to the show. He's an artist, a young leader, and someone who is learning how to carry visibility with intention.
King, welcome. We appreciate
Thank
you being
you.
here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
Let's start off with the foundation, where the story begins. For someone meeting you for the first time, tell us a little bit about who King Moore is, not the headline version, just the real version of who you are as a person.
So, when I was 3 years old, my mom and dad bought me a smart TV and a tablet. And my favorite app was YouTube. I love to watch music videos from like Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, Drake, Bruno Mars, Justin Bieber, Soldier Boy, mostly everybody. But I wanted to be just like them, but all of them combined. So I went to my dad and asked him, can I be a recording artist? I started naming all of the stuff I wanted to do, right? And then he said no. He said like no. He laughed so hard he said no at first. But he told me to wait 2 years to come back with that same energy. So he told me to wait till I was 5. So on my 5th birthday, on the exact day, I asked him again, and then guess what? He forgot. That's why he made me wait 2 years so I can forget. And so I can be like a football player or something else than a recording artist or what I wanted to do, like what my passion really was. But he didn't forget. He just like said that he never said that. Like, oh, I never said that. What? I didn't tell you to come back when you was 5. But then I use his words against him because he always told me and my brother a man has to keep his word. So when a man says he's going to do something, you have to do it. Then you're not true to yourself. And then you're not authentic. And people won't trust you. So I said to him, a man has to keep his word, right? And then my mom was in the back like, ooh, you did tell him that. Oh, that sucks. So he said, okay, all right. So he wanted to see if I really thought I really wanted it. Like if I really wanted it. And so he put me in this boot camp called iPop, right? And he put me in all of these categories. And then the last day we had to perform like monologues, dance routines, like beauty commercials. We had to do acting skills. We had to just perform, sing, rap. And my dad thought I was gonna crawl into a ball and be shy and cry on the stage, but I really didn't because guess what? I actually did so good. I got a solo and I was like the main character in this Broadway show, Aladdin. So we had to perform it in front of like 1,500 people.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and actually, that's a very good story because my dad used to do the same thing. He would forget things, and I'd come back with them later, and it was like, no. And honestly, what you took it out of my brain. I am a person of my word, if nothing else. If I can't do whatever it is, I will still be a person of my word. If I told you I'll do it, I'll do it. And it sounds like you got that kind of instilled as a child growing up. And thinking back though, you went to this boot camp, you were really good at all the things. When did it become more than a hobby though? When did you feel like it was serious for you?
When it was serious, well, it was always serious, but like performing and singing is like my passion. So it's like it's so fun that I love it so much. I don't really think it's work
Yeah.
because it's it's like a job because my job is to put positivity words into my music and like perform in front of thousands of people, and when they hear that, it changes their mindset of like talking at people, and then you have to talk with people so you can figure things out together.
Very,
And
very wise words.
that's just like the problem about this world. People don't work together because people just want to go very fast, get all the money by themselves. So greedy. When you stop at a point because you're by yourself, you have to work together so you can go higher and higher, make billions, almost trillions of dollars if you just work together. But if you have a passion, I don't just do this for money. I do this for because I love it. Because if you
Yeah.
love it so much, the money will follow.
I think that's important because if you don't love what you do, like you said, for you, it's not work. But if you don't love what you do, you don't have a desire to keep doing it. So
Yes.
for you to become a performer, an accomplished one, you've been on Broadway, you've been in films and movies, you've been, a concert performer. So you've covered a lot of angles and you've done all of them well. So I
Yes.
think that's really wise that you've accomplished those things with that mindset. Uh, keeping that in mind.
Yes, ma'am.
So, out of all of those things that you've done, your long list of accomplishments, are there any of them that really stand out for you that this was a big, super big moment for you that's kind of turning the page for the rest of your future?
So I would say me co-hosting with Nick Cannon at the Hunter Battle of the Bands 2025. Yeah, Hunter Battle of the Bands. And there were like 63,000 people there. And I was doing a skit, and I just love doing monologues, skits. I love doing everything. But guess what? And I would say the Little Caesars Arena at the Clarissa Shields title fight because I was able to raise enough money to bring 1,000 kids to that event under my Follow Your Dreams initiative, right?
Yeah.
And my follow your dreams is like to tell kids, not just kids, but adults too, to follow your dreams. Do what you love so you can make a difference in this world. Because if you're having fun, you can, and having fun is making a difference in this world, then keep doing it. Like, never give up. Never give up. That's my saying. Kids make up 50% of the population, but we are 100% of the future. And and then I performed my Follow Your Dreams song under my EP, Follow Your Dreams. And that song is about how to never give up, how to do what you love, to have passion and do what you want, and don't listen to these other people that are trying to, like, as I would put it, I would put it as like negativity.
Yeah.
Naysayers.
Yeah, naysayers. Let's
Mhm.
let's say that naysayers.
Yeah. And it is hard to ignore them, but I think you've done a good job of just continuing. I'm personally the same way. I kind of started the same way in childhood with being, very not. It's not that you don't care what other people think, but you have to do you
Yes.
regardless of what people think. So you can't control that. So when people see these milestones that you're making, they see the moment, right? They see the moment that you stepped on the stage and experienced that concert for themselves. What they don't see though is all the preparation. So what does the preparation look like for you typically if you have an event coming up?
What does the preparation look like? That's a good question. So produce and so you have to practice and then you have to rehearse. Like you have to keep practicing. Like I have this board right here. Like it says schoolwork, piano, writing, media training, singing, review music, reading, dance practice, tongue twisters, workout, Spanish, and I have to check that board out every day. You have to like practice. Like what practice makes perfect. So if you want to be a great, like Michael Jackson, if you want to be like a Frank Sinatra or a Nat King Cole, you have to practice. Study craft. Study like the greats. Like like I said, when I was 3 years old, I was studying the greats that already made it. And that was like a legend, like Michael Jackson. I would say Chris Brown, like Drake, Bruno Mars. Like they're up there. Like they're like the top right now. And I wanted to be just like them. But I usually just don't watch music videos. I watch like interviews, like how they
Yeah.
speak on things, and like interviews. Let's say them working out, like Kevin Hart. There's a video of him working out like at 6 in the morning. You have to practice your craft, but the whole point is to just study. Just like when you're having, it's just like an exam for school tomorrow, but it's an exam for your whole life.
Yeah.
I
And for
understand.
a lot of people that are
A lot
there.
of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, your schedule almost scares me. There's a lot that goes on there. How do you? I know that I don't think that mine is as action packed as yours, and I buckle under pressure sometimes. How do you keep all of that straight? How do you keep yourself going? How do you not get sucked up and be like, oh, there's so much to do, and get trapped in the worry and keep going?
So I would say homeschool, because homeschool you can do it like when you're traveling, you can do it on your tablet, homeschool, but you have to have the right schedule. It's like my dad always says, there's 24 hours in a day. 8 hours of sleep, and that's what, 16 hours left? You have
Yep.
16 hours left to practice your craft, study, and always remember to have fun. You always have to remember to have fun. Like, I'm still a kid because I love Pokemon. I love to open Pokemon packs. Like, I love, let's say, my skateboard because I just went to a skateboard park and I got a skateboard for Christmas this last Christmas, 2025 Christmas.
What kind of deck did you get?
What, huh?
What kind of deck?
The deck?
Skateboard deck.
Well, borders,
Okay.
green borders. But I have like this Vecna. It glows in the dark, like Vecna in the Stranger Things edition. So it
Oh,
has
that's
like
cool.
Ooh.
Vecna on, the Velcro, like the black back.
The grip tape.
Yeah, the grip tape. It's Vecna, and then when you put it in the light, and then you go in the dark, it glows in the dark.
That
Sweet.
sounds pretty sweet.
And really that support system you talked about, that helps. You talked about your dad. I know your parents are a big part of your career, and that's part of, like you said, you brought up your family, your brother. What have you learned about yourself during all of this that maybe you didn't know before? you started this whole more of a career rather than a hobby and really being serious and scheduled about it?
What? Ooh, that's a great question. So, what you're saying is that what did I discover through this journey?
You're right.
I love to travel and I love food because I love trying different food because look, I'm not really a fan of New York, but their food in New York, what? What? Oh my God. But New Orleans, like I love to go to all these states and try different foods. And I love to travel because I love video games. And that's probably the only time I get to play video games. It's either on Fridays, sometimes on Fridays, like a teeny bit on Fridays, but a lot of time through travel. And but you have to do homework too, like school because I'm homeschooled.
Hmm.
But I just love to travel and like what I discovered is my passion is to perform. And I love to go to events. Like I love to see all these cool people and meet new people. I like to meet new people. Because if you keep going to all these events and like I have this great stylist. Her name is the fashion assassin. Because like, let's put the example as Zendaya. She went to every event and like did every interview and had the best dress so people can notice her. And then she gives like people her contact information or like how to get in touch or like do like a movie like it could be the Oscars, it could be the Grammys, it could be anywhere. She's like at every event. She makes time for every event so she can be noticed. That's what I'm trying to do. Like I went to the Grammys, my first time ever
Yeah.
going to the Grammys, and I met a lot of new people there and people that have great personality, like a lot of new people. First time ever going to the Grammys, and then the
You
BET
had a
Awards.
great out. You also had a great outfit on, by the way.
Thank
So
you.
props to your stylist. I saw
I won Best
photos.
Dress.
It was awesome.
And like I was at the BET Awards, I was like at every event, and now I'm definitely gonna make sure I have to be at the Oscar Awards. I have to be.
That should be a fun one to add on to your list. Is that going to be your last one? Is going to be the Oscars, and then you're good on events, or you want to keep going and be to
I'm
all
gonna
of them
keep
eventually?
going because I'm gonna be the biggest actor in the world. Because you just put that in the universe, you're gonna be the biggest actor in the world. Just like the law of attraction. Like I love to read. I love Harry Potter, but then my mom told me to read this book called The Secret. And the secret is the law of attraction and how to work the law of attraction. So you have to do a manifestation prayer. Like at the numbers like 111, 222, 333, you have to do your manifestation prayer. And like sometimes you can write it in the book. But what the universe doesn't want to hear is I don't. It never hears I don't. So if you say I don't want to be late, it says I want to be late. But I I want to be there on time. I want to be there early. And if you keep saying that or you visualize yourself being in a house or being there early on and people like early's on time. That's what the saying is. Early's on time. And when
Yeah.
people see that, oh, you're early on time. Oh, I like you. And it just gets you noticed if you're like early
Yeah.
on time.
I know that I am always I like to be early for everything, and I get upset sometimes when people show up late because it's like that's my time. I have it blocked out just like you do. It's tough.
So let me tell you something. Early is on time is late, and late is unacceptable.
I like those terms.
I will
So
accept those terms as well.
you're talking about all of this visibility stuff, right? You got to be seen, you got to be at the events, right? But then you've also been talking about some of the responsibility aspect too that goes on. That it's you can't just be that fly by night influencer, right? That just is there but doesn't have anything that they really stand for. And you certainly sound like you stand for a lot already. What does that look like to you? What does the responsibility part feel like to you? What do you feel like you have a responsibility to do for other people that are listening or hearing you?
You have to be humble, very humble. And you have to be nice, kind, positive. And look, let me tell you something. So my foundation, like that I've created called Kicks to Grow, and I always love to give back. And I love shoes, of course. Like I love shoes. And shoes gives me confidence. But other kids from different countries or this whole world that kids don't have shoes, like I'm trying to raise enough money to like document and highlight these other countries, how these countries really are. And like I'm trying to give shoes to different kids, but not just for them to have confidence, for them to work together. Because if I give this kid shoes and then I give his best friend shoes, they have to work together to make a difference in their country. And I want it to be a virus, but a good virus. Like a
Yeah.
good virus is like, oh, we're working together, and then that inspired different kids to work together. So, and that resonates with my brand new global campaign called Brand New. And I have about 10 different countries featuring on my song in their native language. And how it all got started, I was booked for this international event in Moscow called Our Generation. And that was the first time USA ever got invited, like ever got
Wow.
invited. And all the different countries loved my song. They were singing it in their sleep, singing it while we were having a tour around Moscow, singing it in their different languages. And that gave me that idea for them to sing it in their native language on the track. And I could put it out in these different countries. And because I don't speak their different language, I don't speak their language. So I have to tell, well, I wouldn't say tell kids, but tell them to help me so they can make a difference in their country. So, and that's why I'm trying to raise enough money because then I have access to these different countries so I can give back, so I can give shoes, so I can give clothing, food, give them confidence, hope, inspire. Like, I want to perform in all these different countries because it changes their mindset or, like, oh, I'm never going to get out of here. And until they have confidence, oh, I'm gonna get out of here. And the universes hear that because the universe works every day to hear people saying, oh, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna be who I wanna be. I wanna do this. I wanna do that. You're gonna get it eventually. Because if I give them confidence to say that, I already made like a 1% difference. But if I get like multiple countries, not just 10, but like let's say around 30 countries, I made like a 25% difference in this world.
Sure. Pretty huge.
Yeah.
See?
Hey, it's a big percentage. I mean, and when you think about like you've talked about what you did at your age, you just brought up confidence. So confidence had ingredients, like ingredients. If somebody said, "What's the recipe for being confident?" What would you say it includes?
I would say the recipe would be like positivity. And positivity gives you like hope. Hope is confidence. And like believe in yourself. And like don't be afraid because let me tell you something. So if you listen to the song Brand New, and Brand New is about being authentic, being true to yourself, like being yourself, and never listen to the other people like the naysayers, like you said, the naysayers, like people, you can't do this, or you can't do that, or you suck, get off the stage, keep performing. And I wouldn't say like you're performing on a stage. Keep performing and keep doing what you want to do. And performing is for different varieties, for different, like if you want to be, let's say, an actor, it's the same thing. Performing is for different jobs. Well, I wouldn't say jobs, for different funness. Let's say different
Yeah.
funness. So do what you love. So if you do what you love, you're gonna have so much fun and your whole life is fun. But if you do what you don't want to do, you just get money from it, and like, oh, I really want the money, and you're just here for the money. No, you have to do what you love and the money will follow.
So, talk to us a little bit more about, you've mentioned it a couple times now about your campaign. Um, what's the name of it again? And how did you first get involved and get it started?
So Kicks to Grow. So Kicks to Grow is like, as I said, to give shoes because I love to give back. But not just shoes. And my brand new global campaign called Brand New. And that resonates with my foundation because then I have access, like I said, to these different countries. And it becomes a virus. So if I do to one country and the country right next to it,
Yeah.
they have like confidence too. So my foundation, that like my campaign, is called Brand New, and Brand New is like a brand new world, and that's why I'm trying to raise enough money to give back, and I love giving back, and to highlight these different countries and document to how these countries really are to kids in other countries.
Yeah. And I like that you're including that global attitude because, especially, you made that comment, and I know it's one of your messages about kids make up 50% of the population, but 100% of the future. And I know that's one of your favorite things to say, and it's so true because it brings people together, like you said, on a global scale, things people can relate to. And one of those is music, which is one of the things you're doing. And the other is shoes. I mean, everybody needs shoes if you think about it. So, on that message of unity, when you talk to kids about unity at your age, and we're going to have a younger caller on next to ask you a couple questions. But on that message of unity, like when you talk about it, what do you say to kids your age when you're trying to either get them to help with your record or whatever the case may be?
To always follow your dreams, never give up, practice, 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 and always have a great team to help you grow and learn. And to
Yeah,
the adults out there, like my saying is like I always say, kids make up 50% of the population, but we are 100% of the future. So that's why you need to invest into the future now. Remember that.
yeah. Well, I think that we actually have a caller on the line. This is Jaden Henshaw. He's from Blakesburg, Iowa. This is King Moore.
Hi, Jaden.
Hi.
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 How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Okay, so we're gonna let Jaden, he's got a couple questions for you, and so I'm gonna let him ask and you can answer, and we're just gonna stay out of it.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, it wouldn't let me talk. What
That's
is your
okay.
favorite sport to play or watch?
That's a good question. What is my favorite sport to play or watch? So, I would say I love football. I love to play football with my friends. Like, I'm a great QB because I have the best accuracy in the world. But my favorite, I would say, um, I like to watch boxing. I like boxing, but
Hmm.
I like to watch football too.
Oh,
I
that's
love to
good.
watch and play football.
Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Oh, of course. What?
Who were you rooting for?
Bad Bunny?
I would say that he won. That's all I'm gonna say.
Second question. Do you get nervous while you're performing?
Well, not when I'm performing, but before I perform because I don't know. I just get nervous and I get that butterflies and the jitters. But like when I
Yeah.
see people cheering me on, like on the stage, it just flies away. Just like America's Got Talent. When I was just standing there on the stage, when I said like I was like 6'5", and then they said I was nervous that time because I wasn't performing, and then people wasn't like clapping and stuff. They were just quiet.
Yeah.
But when people are clapping or cheering me on, because performing is my passion. So it's fun to me. So it's not like nervous to me, as I would put it.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Jaden. Do you have anything else you want to talk about with King?
I have one more.
Okay.
How do you come up with these song ideas?
Song videos?
Song ideas.
Yeah,
Okay.
like that's what I meant. Sorry.
Uh, how do I come up with that? So, as I was saying, unity. I work with my mom, my dad, and my brother, and like we all give ideas, and we all get a chance to like make a line, but it has to be positivity and like song ideas, like so as you would put it, as in like ideas on a topic.
Yeah.
So I write how I feel because, as I was saying, I usually I usually don't just watch music videos, but I watch interviews. And how Lil Russell was talking about from the Bay, the interviewer asks him, "How do they become you?" And you have to express your feelings, like express, explain, elaborate, and don't just crawl up into a ball and talk about random stuff that you've never done. You have to talk about how you grew up or how you started, but in a positive way, because how to connect with your viewers or your listeners. People like they probably been in that same situation and they grew up how you grew up, and they feel you, and that's like a connection. Oh man, I feel you. I want to listen to more of his music. But how do I come up? I hear the beat and then I express and explain how how I feel about this beat and how I feel right now.
Yeah, that is a good thing to say about that topic. Okay, I have one more thing before I'm gonna go.
All right.
Your what would you say for like a message of the day for people?
Always
Like
follow your
your
dreams.
portrait.
Never give up. Practice, practice, practice. And always have a great team to help you grow and learn.
That is beautiful.
Yeah. And also want to point out here that Jaden is homeschooled as well. So you
Oh,
guys have something in common.
oh yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. You were homeschooled?
Yeah.
Oh. I was wondering why you're not in school.
Yep. He is in school. See, he's learning how to talk public speak while he's in school. All right. Well, Jaden, thank you so much. Do you want to stick around? Are you ready to go?
I say I would be ready to go, but everyone have a great day.
Thanks, Jaden.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you, Jaden.
Bye.
Bye.
Great. So now we're going to go into our lightning round. So they're just some fun, offbeat questions. First thing that comes to your head, some quick lightning round questions. Dream collaboration. Who would it be? If you
Huh?
collab with anybody, one person.
Bruno Mars. Oh, so I have to be quick about this question, right?
Yep. First,
Okay.
Lightning.
Bruno Mars.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So if your life was a movie, what would it be called?
World.
World. If you could pick any superpower, what would it be?
Ooh, Any superpower? What would it be? Telekinesis.
Telekinesis. That's a great one.
What is your biggest dream stage? Like the biggest stage you want to play on?
I want to perform at the Fashion Week in London.
Ah. And what about Paris? And the one in Paris? Fashion Week in Paris?
So, Fashion Week in Paris and London.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Favorite snack before you perform?
Before I perform, so I can't eat before I perform because I might throw up. But favorite snack before I perform? Barbecue flavored Fritos. Twist.
Ooh, I love barbecue flavored Fritos.
Okay, so what makes you laugh instantly? You spend a lot of time making other people entertaining. What makes you laugh instantly?
So
Good answer. Good answer. Okay, so this one's a little bit trickier, but what is one value you'll never compromise? Is it something that you believe in, one of your values that you would never give up?
Oh. My brother.
Wait.
Your brother?
Yeah.
I've got a brother too. He's my best value is through my brother too. So we've talked about discipline. We've talked about purpose. So now it's time to feel it. Before we close, we want to give you a space to do what you do best. Kingmore, tell us what song you're playing for us today.
So it's called Aisha, and I'll just sing the first verse and the chorus. Okay. No, you body like Aisha. If I can't be your man, I'll be your friend. Girl, I'm trying to put a designer on your lens. Into your body like Aisha. Oh, wow, oh, wow, getting your body like Aisha. If I can't be your man, I'll be your friend. Girl, I'm trying to put a designer on your lens. Into your body like Aisha. Oh, wow, oh, wow, getting your body like Aisha. Girl, you cold like Keisha. I don't know Aisha, but it's nice to meet ya. Flights to Ibiza, swiping visas via St. Regis, hopping off a G6. It's hard to reach us. Riding camels out of Egypt, trying to understand what he's speaking. We switch a region. We can go to Antigua, where the food well seasoned. Yup. Turks is all day though. We could do Barbados. I'm touching up on you Creole. Haters want you to fail. I'm making it hard to say no. Shopping the rodeo. All this money is Play-Doh. Yeah, this is all in a day. New date day, baby, call it a day. I'ma bust you down, put the stone to your face. Man, it's time to put them trolls in their place.
Woo! That was awesome. That was really, really great, man.
Thank you.
Love it.
Oh, I would say that was moving because I could feel it. Like, I love it. I really,
It was great after being able to talk to you, and I can hear all of your inspiration. Like, I can hear Michael in there. I can hear Bruno in there. Like, I can see where you get all of your inspiration from. So it was pretty sweet, man.
Yeah. And I'm saying your rap skills there are gonna, like, I've heard them and I know how fast you can be. I saw that when you were on the show that you were talking about earlier, and I was like, you know what? I saw America's Got Talent and you rapped so fast. I'm like, he could be equivalent with Eminem at this point. So you've got some skills. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. It feels authentic. And I know you've talked a lot about being a man of your word. And, what were you feeling right now when you were performing it? Did you feel like comfortable? Did you feel afraid? Like, how are you feeling?
Comfortable.
Yeah.
So give us a little bit of the background on that. There's indeed something powerful about hearing someone your age speak truth out loud. What inspired that song, and what does it mean for you personally?
So what inspired me about that song, like, we never brought back, like, the 90s. And, like, 90s. And Another Bad Creation, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the song, like, Aisha, so nice to meet ya. But they really wasn't singing. So like the chorus I sung on, that I was singing, but they put my voice like in a higher pitch, so it sounds like an adult. And then I was rapping on the verse, and that's what inspired me about that song, that I really wanted to bring back the 90s. So not just a kids can vibe to it, but also adults. And then I made a TikTok trend. You know, the dance.
Yep.
I need you guys to do the dance, okay?
Okay.
But that song is really to teach like boys and men how to treat ladies, like how to treat girls or ladies, like how to really treat girls in a nice way.
I'm willing to try the dance. I don't know how good I'll be at it.
You have to do it. You too. Yes.
I will.
Okay. Are you going to lead?
Yeah, I guess so. I got you.
Okay. If you want to lead, we'll follow.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So, oh my God, how do I step back? So
Okay.
First, we go this way. So yeah, woo, da, woo,
Ooh.
da, and then you're like a scuba diver. And then you grab your glasses and you go this way, and then you go this way. So you have to go right to left.
Yeah.
And then you grab your two hands and you go like this. Ooh, right? And then this is like a 90s dance, so you jump this way. And then again. So let's do it all at once. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Ghost on the beat is crazy. You know your body like Aisha. If I can be your man, I'll be your friend. Girl, I'm tryna put this all on your list. You know your body like Aisha. You know your body like Aisha. If I can be your man, I'll be your friend. Girl, I'm tryna put this all on your list. You know your body like Aisha.
Great. Perfect.
That was awesome. Thank you.
That I can honestly say that was my first ever attempt at any sort of TikTok dance. So thank you for guiding us through that and being a good teacher for it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So if someone your age is listening right now, like Jaden, and is unsure about themselves, or, what would you tell them?
Always follow your dreams. Never give up. Practice, 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 and always have a great team to help you grow and learn.
Well, that's what all of this is about. Discipline. It's not just about the performance, and that true unity comes, from connection, like the one we just made. We just got up with you and did a dance that we have no idea about, but we made a connection. So we did it.
Kink, tell us, what are you building next?
I have a lot. Let's see. Think about that. That's a good question. More music. Like, more music, but in, like, more auditions, of course. And I really want to, like, produce and direct my own movies, because I wouldn't say I like to tell what people to do, but I like to control the room, because I'm actually working on this movie, And this movie called Naughty or Nice, coming out in November.
Okay.
But I love to direct and definitely more music. And I'm gonna keep practicing every day. More passion, more confidence, more everything. And I would say a house. I'm gonna get a house this year. I'm gonna put it in the universe. I'm gonna get a house this year.
Yeah. And then the only decision is where to locate it. Oh,
Probably Santa Clarita.
yeah. You got to think about that one. I'll let that one simmer for you. When King Wars approach reminds us the culture is not shaped alone by institutions. It's shaped by individuals, and that influence is courage. So, in sponsoring and advocating for humanitarian unity through language, your whole campaign, you're placing structure behind your sentiment. So that's the difference. And anyone can talk about unity, but fewer people fund it and fewer still organize around it. So thank you again.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, leadership isn't defined by age. You make that very apparent. It's defined by intentions like yours. Courage doesn't wait for age. It doesn't wait for permission. It shows up when someone decides their voice matters. And today we heard that from you.
Yes,
King is showing what happens when influence meets accountability, when visibility meets purpose.
sir.
And we're going to let you close out here with your famous message that I'm going to let you repeat about kids and population. And then, if you don't mind, after that, saying our tagline, which is until next time, we'll see you on the other side.
Yes, ma'am.
So easy peasy.
Kids make up 50% of the population, but we are 100% of the future. So invest into the future now. And kids, always follow your dreams. Never give up. Practice, practice, practice. And always have a great team to help you grow and learn. Until next time, I'll see you on the other side.
For listeners, if this conversation resonated, subscribe and share it with someone, and we'll drop all the links to our featured guests in the show notes.
Be sure to follow Through the Oculus wherever you stream podcasts, on YouTube, and all the other socials. In today's discussion, as well as in all things and all our conversations, every voice matters, every angle counts, and one plant connects us all.
Until next time, we'll see you on the other side.